Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 21st. And the other day, President Trump spent 2 hours on the phone with Vladimir Putin, hoping to learn when the Russian leader was going to end his war in Ukraine. And I don't believe that Putin would tell Trump the truth about that, no matter what Trump thinks. So no time frame was offered. And afterward, Trump posted on social media that Kiev and Moscow had agreed to immediately start negotiations toward a ceasefire. But the Kremlin didn't say that, and Putin did not discuss a time frame for a possible truce. And I don't believe that Putin has a time frame for possible truce. Putin is determined to own Ukraine again. So I don't think that the U.S. and the fact that President Trump believes that Putin is his friend and confidant, I don't think that's really the case. I think that's Trump's imagination, because despite Trump's repeated assertions during the presidential campaign that he could end the war in 24 hours, he is now backing away from a direct mediation role. He's going to stop getting his head in the middle of this world situation. And he probably shouldn't have said anything when he was campaigning. But that's not Trump's way. Trump is a bragger, and he will state facts that have no real information attached to them. So he's backing away from the ceasefire negotiation. And the Ukrainian president, Vladimir Zelensky, who spoke with Trump on Monday, said his goals were clear: a full ceasefire without any conditions or preconditions, an exchange of prisoners, and the return of Ukrainian children who were forcibly taken into Russia. And overnight, Russia and Ukraine accused each other of launching more attack drones. So why? Why doesn't President Trump tell us all the truth? Step forward and say, I had no business interfering with this thing. I didn't get anything done. Nothing concrete came from my actions. And apologize to the world for being a braggart who said he could solve this situation. When this situation needs to be solved between Zelensky and Putin. And Zelensky is not going to give in to Putin. There's too much at stake. Ukraine does not want to be attached to Russia anymore. They had enough of that in the past. They want to be a free democratic nation, and there is no way with any relationship to Russia that will be accomplished. So I ask you, why? Why doesn't Trump see that? Why didn't he see that? Why did he have to brag that he could solve the problem in 24 hours? And now the whole world sees what Trump is really about. He speaks without any knowledge. He says things that cannot be accomplished. And then he has to back down, but never with his tail between his legs. Not that way. So that's what we're going to see for a long, long time. Another 3 3/4 years of this presidency. And I don't know what what's going to happen with Ukraine and Russia, but Ukraine is going to stand its ground for as long as it possibly can. And that it means an awful lot of people are going to suffer for several more years, in my view, unless something miraculously occurs. And I can't tell you right now what kind of miracle that could be. Maybe if Putin dies, something good would happen. Maybe if Zelensky comes up with a wonderful, marvelous plan, something will happen. But I don't think those things are going to occur anytime soon. So I think the world is going to have to suffer through the Russia-Ukraine situation for a long time. And I think anybody in the United States that thinks they can help out is probably grossly overestimating their abilities. So I leave you with that. Russia, Ukraine, a mess that will continue for quite a while. I'm not smart enough to tell you how long. I hope it ends. I hope that no more people are dying, but I don't believe that's going to happen. So have a great day. I'm sorry if I upset you. Take care. Bye.